This is Lab 26, Example 2. You want to identify the degree, the leading coefficient, the zeros with multiplicities, and sketch the function. We have y is equal to negative x plus 4 times x plus 2 squared times x minus 3. So we're going to first identify the degree. The degree is essentially the largest exponent on our variable. So that would be the very first thing we multiply. If we multiplied negative x times x, and remember this is squared, so it'd be times x, we have x to the fourth. Or you could just count how many zeros you have. We have 1, we have 2 here, because this would be counted twice, and then we have 1 here. So we have 4 zeros, which means our degree is 4. So our degree n is 4. Because of that. So our leading coefficient, we need to find what our a is. Our leading coefficient is going to be the number in front of our x with the biggest exponent. So again, if we did negative x times x times x times x, we're going to have negative x to the fourth. So our a is going to be negative 1 for that very first term. So next we're going to find what our zeros are. So we're going to set y is equal to 0. So then 0 is equal to negative x plus 4 times x plus 2 squared times x minus 3. And this will remain true if either of these factors are 0. So if we have negative x plus 4 is equal to 0, we subtract 4 on both sides, we divide by negative 1, we get x is equal to negative 4. Positive 4, excuse me. And if we set this is equal to 0, then we have x plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to negative 2. And if we have x minus 3 is equal to 0, then we have x is equal to positive 3. And we have only 1 0 for positive 4. We have 2 for x is negative 2, and we have 1 for 3. So our multiplicities are 1 for this 0, 2 for this 0, and 1 for this 1, because we have 1 here, 2, and 1, respectively. So we're going to sketch the function now. So I'm going to draw out a graph. We're going to mark the zeros. We have a 0 at negative 2. We have a 0 at 3 and 4. So 3 and 4. And we know that it's going to go straight through 3 and 4 because it has multiplicity 1, which is odd. And it's going to bounce off the x-axis for x is negative 2 because our multiplicity is even. So it's not actually going to pass the x-axis. And we have that our a is negative 1 and our n is 4. So we're going to go over to this table. If our a is less than 0, which it is, it's negative 1, and it has an even degree, which it is, our degree is 4, then our graph is going to be down on the left and on the right. So this is going to come from, downwards this way instead of coming from up. It's going to bounce off negative 2 because our multiplicity is 2 without passing through it. So it's going to touch the x-axis here and then come down. And then for 3, it's going to go through it, so it's going to come down here, touch the y-axis somewhere, we don't really know where. It's going to pass through 3, and then for 4 it's also going to pass through the x-axis for 4, and it's going to continue going downwards because our a is negative 1. So this is a quick sketch of our function, and we are done.